Adventure Phototech co-managers Cody Davis, Garrett Conover, and Meg Daly. Throughout the process of this simulation, our net revenues tended to raise at a significant uh, margin, starting with a lower but not too bad at the year 5, but then raising to our highest profit at the end, which is how we wanted the whole focus of the program to go. Within our stock price, we tended to have a little bit of a drop in year 10, but when we figured out how to rework that, we could see that we had a significant increase within the next 3 years. And also within the stock prices in our last year, we were globally ranked in the 68th point out of 100. Within our earnings per share, again, you can see we had the little bit of dip in year 10, but once we learned everything that we needed to with the program and got it back up to where we were more comfortable, we tended to get back onto that high rise. And within year 15, we were also globally ranked 48 out of 100. Within the image rating, what we tended to stick to was what the industry standard was within the years that we were working. We tended to average towards what they set out for us, but our highest was being 91 in year 11. Within the return on equity, we had a bit of that dip again in year 10, but our highest being in year 13 with 127.60%, which was ranked 39th. And then within our last year, even though we dipped a little bit again, we were also ranked 63rd. Within our credit rating, we were mostly at an average of an A minus. We started out with a B, had a little bit of a dip back up to the A in year 14, but we stayed pretty consistent with that throughout the whole entire process. Our strategic vision statement is that Adventure Phototech will be dedicated to delivering technologically advanced photographic tools to true artists with a vision to share with the world. Along with advanced technology and great management skills, we will become the most successful, providing true artists with the tools to capture the world around them. And then within our projections for years 16 and 17, you can see that we're planning to kind of get up a little bit more, but not too much of a leap. We're staying average within our credit ratings of an A minus, but trying to look for the industry standard again within the year 16 that we were given the information for, and then basing new numbers off of that.
Towards the beginning of the game, we were kind of struggling to find out what our competitive strategy was going to be, and we were around the middle of the market. But in year 8, we decided that our competitive advantage was going to be to have the product with the highest quality. So as we progressed through the game, we consistently increased our product quality rating to the point where we had the highest rating of 8.7 in year 15. Also, to give value to our customers, we also maintained a warranty of 360 days, which is a year. And to improve our marketing, we have steadily increased the use of our web displays. Our in graph two, this shows our product quality rating. We have also focused on offering additional models to our customer base. And in the last 2 years, we made a sudden jump from 5 to 10. And also to improve our marketing, we have drastically increased our sales promotions from 1 at the beginning of our term in year 5 to 5 at the end. Next slide, please. Now, we followed a similar strategy in the Europe and Africa market. Ultimately, ended up with a purchase price of $5,000 in year 15. We maintained the same warranty of 360 days. And we continued to use our web displays to expand our marketing to our customers. We also maintained our high product quality rating, ending at 8.5. A difference in this market was that we reached a total of five product models, and we capped at having 6 promotions per year in year 15. Next slide. Here we, sorry. We capped the price at 700, going steadily over the period from 5 to 15 years. Maintained the same length warranty, and we drastically increased the use of our web displays from 900 in year 5 to 5,000 by year 15, which did see an increase in sales. Our product quality rating did stay at 8.5 as for the cameras in all 4 markets. We offered 5 models and reached a maximum of 10 sales promotions per year by year 15. Next slide. In our camera market for Latin America, we maintained the same sales price of 700. Ultimately, the same warranty of 360 days. And we invested heavily in our web displays, reaching 2,500. We also maintained the same product quality rating as per all our cameras. Sorry, as per all our markets. Along with 5 models and 6 sales promotions, though we did experiment between years 10 and 14. Next slide. In our North American market, we reached a price of 4,000 with a 360-day warranty period which is standard for our camera and drone products, and also marketed heavily with our 5,000 web displays. For our drone product, we offered a maximum of 5 models for our customers to choose from, and we reached a maximum product quality of 8.6 by year 15. Next slide. In the Europe and Africa market for our UAV drones, we reached our maximum price of 4,000. We maintained our same warranty and maintained the same number of web displays, as well as maintaining our product quality rating and our 4 models on offer. Next slide. In the Asia and Pacific market for our drones, we reached an ultimate price of $5,000, which has been the same for our other markets. Maintain the same length of warranty, which was the maximum possible, and also drastically increased our number of web displays to 3,500, 5,000, while maintaining the same product quality rating and number of models since year 9. Next slide. In Latin America, we maintained the same length of warranty, our same product quality rating, with our price ultimately capping at $3,500. Next slide. For our RSC camera product production strategy, we have actually been operating at under max capacity for our PAT teams, because our total production for year 15 was 873. However, we do invest heavily in training our PATs to function more efficiently. In order to incentivize our PAT teams, we include bonuses for attendance, quality, and a fringe benefit package, which is above the industry standard. Next slide. For the UAV production strategy, in year 10, we invested in a robotic upgrade. We have also been functioning at less than our total capacity since we produced 226 units in the last year. And unlike our teams for the AC camera, we also offer impressive bonuses and fringe benefits, and have also invested in training our production teams to operate more efficiently. Next slide.
Okay, so for the finance strategy, our company had struggled with finance periodically out through this project. Um, so basically, uh, I'll call it a strategy, but basically, we were just doing trial and error. We were kind of seeing what worked and what didn't, and we did struggle at some points, but we did learn some as well doing that. And then our competitors would be ClickTech and I guess it's Elo's the future. And those are both the same for the AC cameras as well as the drones. Um, and basically, they are just obviously ranked higher in Globus than us. But a main part of that is because their cameras and their drones are priced more efficiently and are more efficient. And that was one thing we also struggled with having a better quality product to stay competitive um, in this journey. And then, so basically, there's obviously plenty of steps that aren't in this to defeat competitors, but this would be a quick layout to kind of cover the gist of what we would do. So obviously in business, there's many things that can help you overcome competitors, but you also have to see what it's going to affect elsewhere in the business, like a domino effect. So we think the first action that should be taken is becoming unique. You want a unique product. For example, like we would have the best pixels available, and I use pixels because it could be used for the camera and the drone as well. Um, just to kind of sum it up in one slide here, and with that, that would make us unique and be at the top shelf. We don't have to be filtered through. People know why they want us, and that's the main thing. And then after we do that, you have to obviously manage the weight of cost and then the outcome for profits. If you're going to have the best pixels and things like this, or another example would be like a drone that flies higher and gets a better aerial view. Um, that's going to that's going to rank us higher in the competitors, but we have to figure out how to become efficient with it and cost and get that big profit. And then lastly, once we figured those steps out, we want to adjust to make the marketing, again, back to that top shelf analogy. We want to spend time on marketing as well to get out there and let everybody know why we are unique and kind of maintain that. So, and then lastly, there were obviously a list much longer than this that was learned. But I think it sums up most of the difficulties we had. I would say the number one thing we learned was communication, especially since we had a team member that I think he stopped 2 weeks into the project. So there's only been three on this team compared to four. So we were all very efficient. We set up dates, and it was actually a pretty unique process because we all three have very different schedules. So Saturdays were like the only days we could meet, and basically we just had an hour meeting, figured out that information, and that's how it's been since. So that was certainly one of the number one things that we learned quickly was to have good communication because without that, nobody's in the loop, nobody knows what's going on, etc. And then I would say second-handed with that would be frustration. Sometimes you just have to step back, take a breath. I know everybody was frustrated at points, different points in this project, but sometimes you just gotta take a breath and try again. And then with that also comes risk. Sometimes when you are frustrated and maybe we can't get a different outcome, and for this business as well, sometimes you just have to make a decision, take a risk, see what happens, and then obviously be prepared for the outcome and adapt what you can do to help that. And basically that sums up everything. But I would say those were the two main things: communication and just learning how to deal with frustration. And so But that sums us up.